Hello and welcome back to Pittsburgh Vader. I'm done with school, just finished up finals week, so I'm here working on the car as much as I can. I'm hoping to get it primed and hopefully painted next couple months or so. So right now what I'm working on is I got this wing installed. I'll show you how I did that in a second. And I'm working on the other little pieces, trying to get that stuff installed and trying to get it close to where I can prime and paint it. Both the sides in here on the little wing for the back. There's a piece of metal inside of it, so all we did was just drilled through, made it the right size, and then threaded it. And now I didn't tighten it down the whole way because the bolts we have are a little bit too long, so I'll be getting shorter bolts. But yeah, both of them line up. It's, as you see, wobbling right now, but that'll go away once I get the shorter bolts. So yeah, this is pretty much done. I just need to do a tiny bit, little bit more body work here and there, and then this will be done, good to go. I can prime paint that whenever I get to that stage, and we're going to start doing that with the holes all along the window wing back there. Alright, I ran to the store and got some shorter bolts for the wing here, or the spoiler, and that's in there securely, and I tossed a thin coat of primer on top of it, so that is basically done. Probably another coat, sand it down, and then it's basically ready for paint. So I'm just going to keep working on some other stuff around the car, get those holes on the window wing back there, going to get those tapped and dyed the same way, get that installed, and pretty much keep button stuff up back here, work on back here, getting all the trim pieces, taillights, and all that kind of stuff. I just want to get all these parts ready to be installed on the car, so it's getting closer to primer and paint time. This will be coming back off when we actually do paint the whole car. It's just on here for now, so we have everything lined up. When this is installed permanently, it'll be bolted in like it is now, but I'm also going to add some of that double-sided 3M tape to the bottom of it to prevent any rattles or from it shaking loose or anything like that, just as an extra precaution. Okay, so we got the window wing bolted in, tapped and dyed everything, so that's pretty much installed. I had a time-lapse of it, but video got messed up, so no footage of that. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing we did for the little thing down there. Is you just drill the hole, thread it, and you're pretty much good to go. Bolted in pretty well. The body lines line up, and that also means that I can start installing and lining up the little trim pieces and stuff like this on the sides, getting that stuff installed, and pretty much keep buttoning stuff up. I have to put these side vents back in and everything like that. So I'm just going to keep working on that kind of stuff around the car and see how much I can get done. So now that we have the door latch and everything installed, so we know exactly where the door is going to be, I had to do something about that door gap there. So all I did is I just duct taped the left side where the car is, and on the door I just fiberglassed in there a couple layers. And then once that dries, you can still see through, so I'm going to be cutting along that edge, and then I can gap it properly and everything, and I should have a pretty good door gap after this is done. Obviously, I'm going to have to feather it into the rest of the door, but that's not too big of a deal. It's better than having that pretty big door gap in there. So yeah, once this dries up, I'll show you guys what I do. Alright, so the fiberglass has been on here for about 2 hours. It's starting to get hard. But before it completely cures, I cut down along here with just a regular box cutter. And now we have this little extra lip. And as you see, it overhangs over on the front here. And once that hardens completely, I'll use more fiberglass on the back, build it up so it's about the same thickness as this, feather it in, and then that way I can just have this extra little tab, have it strong, and make sure it doesn't crack off or anything once the car is complete. Alright, so I got some fiberglass filler and I started filling in that gap on the back here. I still have to do another layer or two just to start building it up. I don't want to do it all in one big thick layer. So I'm going to keep working on that and just show you guys what it looks like after I get that all in and sand it down. And there we go. That's just a very thin coat of primer. Once again, just a guide coat for me to be able to see where I'm sanding and everything. But as you can see, the door gap is already a million times better than it was before. It's getting real close to where it should be. And once that's all done, I can fix these little pinholes and stuff I got from the Bondo. That's not a big deal at all. So I'll just keep working on this till I get it perfect, and that's pretty much it. There are also some other imperfections along the door. I don't know if you can see very well, but there's little like cracks here and a little divot in there that I'm going to have to fill in, and just some other spots. I don't know if you can see this one, but you can hear my nail run through it. I just got to fix stuff like that across the whole door. So while I'm touching up this area here, getting that perfect, I'm going to work on all that other stuff too, and hopefully get this door pretty much done. I've also been working on the incher a little bit, getting the seat stitched and everything. So I have the foam under here, cut it to shape and everything, and I've been working on stitching up the covers and everything. It's not perfect yet, still working on it. This is my first attempt, so we'll have to just keep working on this, see how it turns out. But as of now, I'm pretty happy with it. I might have to change up some things here and there, a couple different angles and everything just to get it all to fit right. But overall, I'm actually starting to get really happy with this. Once it's stretched over, you can see it gets rid of a lot of these wrinkles and stuff. So it seems to be working pretty well. I'll keep doing that and see how it looks as a whole seat. I'm going to be doing the inside of the seats in suede and this leather kind of stuff on the outside. I might switch the material, but I'm not sure yet. This is, once again, just the first attempt. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this kind of stuff and see how it turns out. And once I figure it out on the other seat, I can film on the other seat, the passenger side, a little bit more in detail if you guys want that kind of thing. I know they stopped selling the kits, so it might not be worth showing how I do it and actually go into detail for it. So if you guys want that, let me know. If not, that's fine. So yeah, I'm just going to keep working on both these seats, get them ready, and hopefully figure out how to stick them in the car. And there shouldn't be as big of a gap between videos as there have been for the last couple months, just because I'm home on summer vacation, so I have a lot more time to get this kind of stuff done. And that is going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for the next one.